Good morning. In the interest of you still holding me accountable for everything I'm doing currently at the moment, welcome to a new week. I'm running late because this morning I'm going to get this mess, this monstrosity, God, it's so oily, put back into some form of organisation and put togetherness, but we're late for that, so we'll do the whole to-do list when we get back. I'm still reading the same books I was reading in the last video that you saw, but I'm about 2.5 hours from the end of Unmasking Autism. Still no further in a burning throne, but that is a priority for the moment because I'm enjoying it and I'm having a good time. And also I just need to get myself back into reading because I haven't properly done that in a while. So, we're late, I'll see you later. I love this. I'm aware that I'm looking over here, but it's so cute. Also, I was recently informed of this like volume powder that you put it in and then you can just like scrunch it a little bit until it does what you want it to. For people like me who have no hair or no volume, magic. It's like glue powder. It's great. I can only imagine what Seen Hair 2008 Michaela would have done with this powder. My goodness, it would have been a time. So hello, welcome to new video. I'm gonna move the bird so he stops yelling at me. All right. Once again, hello, welcome to new video today because we are literally taking this day by day. Today's goals, purely only thing that I actually need to achieve today is to make a significant amount of progress on the video that I filmed 2 days ago. You would have already seen that, hopefully, at this point. I also would really like to repot some plants that I have had sitting downstairs outside for such a long time. The outside has been fantastic for them. Let's go have a look at them, actually. I will show you. Okay, plants. We have this friend who has been in this pot for a while. This pot isn't actually that bad. It's just because we had an infestation of fungus gnats, that's what they were, and I didn't want them in the house infecting the rest of the plants, so I put them outside and they've been sitting in outside prison for the longest time. So we've lost some leaves, we're a bit curly in places, like so. So I don't think he needs a repot, but he just needs some love and to be brought back inside and to make sure that the fungus gnats are actually gone. We also have this guy, who is probably like the biggest ivy that I have ever managed to own and grow. He had the worst fungus gnats. So again, he was put in prison outside and I think they're gone. Like I haven't seen them in at least a month. We've lost some leaves because object permanence is not a thing that my brain possesses, particularly when plants live outside. So they've been getting watered every now and then when I water my rose, who by the way was being eaten by a peppered moth caterpillar yesterday, and I had to like move him to a different plant so he would stop eating my rose bush. My problem for this one is that I actually think the pot is too big for the plant, for it to not sit at the bottom and for it to actually filter up into where the roots are. It has to be pretty wet, which means that it's gonna get fungus gnats. So I'm gonna put him in hopefully a bit more of a shallow pot and hope that there's enough room. And then I've also got a few other propagations upstairs, which we'll go back to, that also need to be put into pots. I am aware that we're going into autumn and it is not exactly the ideal plant repotting season, but we work with what we have because if these guys stay in this water any longer, they are going to die. So that's my plant plan for today. Video, plants. Those are my two goals today. If I can play some Animal Crossing, amazing. While I've got you here and we're talking about plants, I need the plant community, if you have any crossover with the book community, to please tell me what is wrong with my fiddle leaf fig. I've watered him heaps, but he just keeps getting like yellow leaves and they're sagging. Maybe I need to put him in a new pot or repot him or give him some fertilizer or something. But if someone from the plant community can please tell me why our leaves are just yellowing from the bottom up and just not growing in general, that'd be great. Thanks. I'm so scared to repot him though, particularly at this time of year. That's kind of today in a nutshell. I do very much suspect that most of my day I will spend sitting right here in front of my computer. Remind me later to show you my artwork that I am starting because she's learning how to draw. It is never too late to learn new skills. because everything I have books at my front door. I must go collect them. You can wait here for me. I have brought you here today because we have more graphic novels. How exciting. I don't even know at this point what numbers I do and don't have. All I know is that there is now 4 left that I don't have. We have number 10 of the Witch graphic novel and number 31 of the Witch graphic novel. It's gonna be a nice sticker peel. Let's find out. Oh, it's a nice one. How lovely. Okay. Cool. That is all. I have a few more things that I want to do before I break from editing for a hot minute to do my plants before it gets too dark. It is 4 o'clock. So, editing, then break. Let's go. My full-length mirror in the bathroom and in the bedroom is filthy, as is this one, but we have donned, you can see, the plant overalls. Let's go pot some plants. I'm so excited. Pause everything. Remember how I just said we're gonna go pot some plants? I take it all back, we're playing Animal Crossing because I need to give Ali some apples. So that's what we're doing instead. Oh, a funny thing that you can't see but I can is that I can see what the exposure is. And I can see that it's like, oh, it's plus or minus whatever the exposure is. When I come on screen on the camera, it tells me that the exposure goes up because that's how pale I am. It has been a couple of days since we last chatted. You would have seen that I've done some fun things between now and last time I spoke to you, like horse riding. So much fun. I got to horse ride off the lead. It was great. Today is officially my first day of like holidays for this week. I had grand plans to have everything done really to actually enjoy my holiday, But alas, it is not so. I have some work that I still have to do, which is gross. And I'm just finding it so challenging to sit down and pay any attention to my screen. So instead of just sitting there and staring at my screen for hours on end, hoping that my 2 remaining brain cells rub together and formulate a sentence, I'm instead gonna go do something productive that moves my body and hopefully activates whatever's going on up here. So while the weather is sunshiny and bright, we're going outside. We're gonna go clean the backyard, or at least just the deck in the backyard. Very far in the future, Michaela is interrupting your regularly scheduled video just to voice over whatever happened here, because for some unknown reason my audio was not on. I think I know what happened, but here we are. Basically, in this clip I was sitting here telling you about how I've read Fourth Wing and it has ruined my life. I have done nothing but listen to Fourth Wing. I then immediately finished it and then had to jump immediately into Iron Flame, and that is what you have seen me do here today whilst doing this puzzle. And because Very Far in the Future Michaela has the gift of foresight from this here encounter, things did not improve. I then once again listened to Fourth Wing. At this point in time I had not finished Iron Flame. Spoiler alert, we do finish Iron Flame before the end of the video, but I also am here telling you that my entire productivity for anything ever has gone out the window, down the drain, because of these books, and that I promise to show you my puzzle and caterpillars later on, which I do, just not in the context that this Michaela that you are seeing here thought would happen. So anyway, back to your regularly scheduled video. Here is the puzzle before I finished it, and here is the puzzle as I finished it the very next morning. Hi. It has been so long since that last clip was filmed that my caterpillars that I told you that I would show you are no longer caterpillars, but more on that in a hot second. Hello, welcome to the end of the video. I have a few things that I just want to wrap up before we finish here today. Like I said, it has been approximately a long time since I last spoke to you. If I'm going to be honest, I started listening to Fourth Wing and then my life ended. That was the end of me. I did nothing else. And then I listened to Iron Flame, and I continued to do nothing else. And then I've just devolved from there. But I just want to wrap up some stuff. In the process of listening to Fourth Wing, I was talking to a friend about it who's already read it. And I was like, when I finish Fourth Wing, I'm going to jump back across to the Hero of Ages because I need to finish this series before I, start another one. And Jared had finished this and he wanted to talk to me about it. There were so many things. I needed to finish the Hero of Ages. I finished listening to Fourth Wing at like 9 o'clock at night. I had to immediately start Iron Flame. I couldn't not immediately start Iron Flame. So we then also spent the rest of the next couple of days just listening to Iron Flame. That was also around the time of Easter. I think I finished it maybe on the day before Easter Sunday. Wanted to pick up the first one and start again, which I did. But again, more on that in a minute. So I finished Fourth Wing, I finished Iron Flame. I then went back in and finished The Hero of Ages, and I've only just finished listening to this in the last week. I will do a proper wrap up of all of my thoughts for the books for April and also the books for March. I finished one book this month, and it's been this one. We're at least halfway through the month at this point in time. What have I been doing with my time, you ask? That is a great question. I literally don't know. I don't know. Back to my puzzle and Fourth Wing dilemma. I've started listening to Fourth Wing again because I accidentally on purpose got Jared hooked into it, and so now we're listening to the dramatized versions and we are finishing a puzzle while we do that. That is the book situation currently. The other thing I told you is that yes, you were gonna see my caterpillars. I got caterpillars. So I didn't buy caterpillars, they were on my lime tree. I didn't want them on my lime tree. Instead of leaving these poor caterpillars to be eaten, I'm going to raise them. I don't know what audacity possessed me to think that I could raise caterpillars, but here we are. They are chrysali, and I'm just waiting for them to hatch to become butterflies now. And I'm very excited because they could either be males or females, and it just feels like Pokemon, and I'm having the best time with it. They poop so much. In the midst of all of this in the last couple of weeks as well, I have been holding off opening some book mail purely so that we could experience this together. I'm opening it properly as if there's not a gaping hole in the side of it. This is 2 more of the Witch graphic novels. Are we surprised? Not in the slightest. 6 and 17, because I finally got my hands on 6. This has come just in time because I got onto Goodreads for the first time today in a very long time, and it's telling me that I'm 6 books behind my reading goal. I don't generally tend to subscribe to the you need to read this many books or I need to read this many books to feel like a successful reader, blah, blah, blah. No, I have it there because if I don't have it there, I just won't read in general. It's a external motivation because that's what I need, and my life is better when I'm reading. So it's there, but it prompted me that I need to actually read a book. Also the fact that this is the only book that I've read this month also has prompted me to pick it up again. Since I last spoke to you, so many things have happened that I'm just gonna rapid fire through with you. Like I said before, Easter happened. That's that. I then had my birthday. The next day, Jared and I went to a wedding. Though it rained quite a lot, I got to wear yet another fairy princess dress, but this time it is a strawberry fairy princess dress. It was so much fun. I had the best time. And then also most recently, we went to see Sleep Token in concert. Also Bring Me the Horizon, which I was much less excited for, but Sleep Token. We got to see Sleep Token in person, and I'm just, I didn't think the day would come. The set was not long enough. Bring Me the Horizon was also amazing. I have been existing in a good space, activity-wise, in the last month, just not reading-wise and life admin-wise. I have rambled enough. You have been here for long enough. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night, whatever time it is where you are in the world. And with no sense of time or space or what day it is, I will see you in the near future. Thank you for watching if you are still here. Goodbye. Why did that do nothing? I would like it to be known that this has been completed now for over a month and sitting on my floor. So now we're done, and I hope I didn't lose any pieces from this.